I posted where everyone is saying that it looks like I'm a fan that asked him to take a picture with me. I did not ask for that picture. I asked for no pictures. I didn't know who this man was.
She's
My
referring to a
friend
picture they
asked for
took
pictures
together.
with him after asking me to record her sparring with him. And then he asked on everyone that I know and love's life. He asked for pictures with me. I did not ask for those pictures. He asked his...
Anytime someone says, oh, on everyone I know's life, I swear, more than likely lying.
Yeah. Or they say, trust me.
Yeah, like some bullshit like that.
We gotta say it.
Can we Google real quick the photo that she's talking about, guys? Google this chick and then type in Alex Pereira. You're probably going to see her right in Google Images.
They're in the street as well.
Yeah, they're in the street. She's wearing like a yellow dress or something like that.
Why would he want a photo with her?
That's what I thought was strange.
I'm like, bitch, who are you?
Yeah, that's why I was like, son's off here.
Man.
It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, we can keep going while we pull up that picture.
I know he gets
assistant to ask my friend after he asked to take the pictures. He asked his assistant to ask my friend to have me send the pictures to her, and then she sends it to my assistant because he wanted the pictures, because it was probably a trophy for him. I did not ask for those pictures. That's besides the point. But
yes, it is.
Basically, his assistant...
So she's trying to frame it as if she wasn't even thirsty for him. Like, oh, well, I wasn't even thirsty for him. So before y'all think I was just some type of fangirl, which she most likely was, yeah, I wasn't even thirsty for him like that. But we all know what the real is.
Sends us an Uber to where we are after the UFC fight and brings us back to the Courtyard Marriott, where we were supposed to be waiting for Alex to get back from an interview, I think he said. And then we were going to go out. He was talking about going to strip clubs and like having a fun night while we were all in New Jersey, New York for the weekend. We wait for like 2 hours for Alex to come while his friend is on the phone talking about like kids with cancer and big money transfers and things that had to do with Alex. And we were like, hey, it's getting kind of late. Like, is Alex coming? Like, what's the plan? Should we just go back home? Because we're kind of tired. Like, if we're going to have plans, can we like get on with it? Because it's already getting very late. At this point, I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Hold on. So you waited there for 2 hours for this man. You're saying that you wasn't that thirsty? Hold on. You tell me you and your friend sat there for 2 hours waiting just for one guy. Just to meet him or kick it with him in his room. And you're telling me that there was no sexual intent nowhere. Because I'm going to be real with you. Most girls are going to dip out. Like, if there's no sexual intent, yeah, most girls are going to dip the hell out, you know, unless you were planning this from the get-go and you needed this to happen to get your obligation. You feel me?
Eventually, Alex comes to the hotel room after the interview that he was at, and he says that he doesn't want to go out. He wants to enjoy the time that he has with the people he's with. Some bullshit like that. And then he takes off his clothes, gets into bed, orders food, and then is trying to get me to get into bed with him. My friend and me and the translator are all sitting on the couch, and he's just sitting in bed staring at me and telling his translator to tell me things and trying to convince me to get into bed with him.
Okay.
I eventually get into bed with him because...
You stupid. I'm sorry, but like, really? So you got into bed with him, even though you said you felt uncomfortable. Now, I don't know, but let's be real. If I feel uncomfortable around anybody, I'm not even going to be around them, much less hop in a bed. Well, I'm sorry, but much greater hop in a bed with them. Are you serious? Like, oh, I don't even like him like that. I didn't even want the picture for real. He made us wait for 2 hours. I was already done with him, but you still stood there. When he told you to get to the bed, you still went to the bed?
You stupid.
Like, hold on now. Something's a little weird.
I was naive, I guess.
Yo. Accountability to the highest degree, right?
Man.
So we're going to say, all right, he waited 2 hours for this man, right? He gets in bed, wants to eat some food. He's ordering food, right? You got 2 options. You can leave right there and then say, you know what? I'm going home, nigga. You took 2 hours to come. I'm out. Or you can say, you know what? This is Alex Pereira. He's pretty hot. I'm going to bed. Mind you, you got your friend there too as well.
Just so you know, she likes Hispanic guys, by the way. She literally has him on her thing that's her type. It's literally this dude's archetype, by the way.
100%. Like I said, tall, good-looking paws, champion fighter.
Got that money.
Guys, whenever a guy's a fighter, he's an edge because like he has that like danger to like hit somebody or really hurt them. And goes,
got the bad boy image off the edge, dark triad off the rip. He got the it's the fighter sex appeal.
love that type of like danger. Long story short, though, she chose to actually stick going bed with him, which is funny because like she says now it's great, but we'll continue though.
This is a photo that we're talking
There you go,
about.
in the street, yeah.
And this is what she put as the effing predator that likes to grape in the rectum.
Whoa, okay, yeah, she's an effing predator that likes to grape girls in the A word, and then the booty hole.
Fun fact: she got no ass.
Whoa.
Thanks, Fresh.
No problem, man.
Yeah, I could tell by them hips.
Hey, I was in Barbados. There's hella ass there. Oh, by the way, guys, I posted a video of us on the yacht and doing some fun stuff in Barbados on Castle Club only. That vlog is up right now. Go check it out. It's lit. Cool.
Boom.
Turn up.
Yes, I didn't think that anything was going to happen. My friend was there with me. I had told her not to leave me at any point. She had told me not to leave her with the assistant at any point. I thought that we were going to be fine. I thought I was going to be able to maybe try and get myself comfortable by getting into bed with him and cuddling with him. If there was
What the fuck? Bro, no. There's no way she even said that. Hold on. I didn't feel comfortable around this man. I didn't even want to take the picture. I'm mad at him that he took 2 hours to pull up. Yeah, but let me just hop in bed with him. I just want to cuddle with him. Like, yeah, girl, you're crazy. But okay.
People in the room.
Okay.
I just have problems of my own. I have trauma. This is not the first time that this has happened to me. It's just naive, I guess.
Let's be honest here, though. Most
I don't know, but I was thinking I
have trauma from either childhood.
Don't know why I got into bed
recent
with
people
him.
that they've been with, but the fact is, her friend was there. She could be like, "Yo, girl, I don't want to be here. Let's leave."
Facts.
Where's the accountability here, bro? But let's continue.
Never is any.
Never. Believe all women.
Not one.
There we go.
My friend was there. So was the assistant. I thought I was going to be fine. He starts touching me
This young lady.
down there repeatedly. I keep pushing him off. I keep pushing his hand off. I keep bringing his hand back up to like my waist so that we can just like cuddle because I'm comfortable with cuddling. I'm not comfortable with putting out with somebody that I don't know. I just met literally for the first time. He's huge, scary, doesn't speak any of my language, and I wasn't comfortable putting out.
Okay, and you knew all these factors and you still hopped into bed with him? Like, yeah, I know. You just described how scary he looks, but you still hopped in bed. Okay.
With him because that's just
Yeah, he's
not
so
what
scary that you
Brazilian.
just hopped into bed with him.
You should know that. He's a translator. Ta-da! Merry Christmas. You didn't know that? Bro, come on, man. Sorry, my voice is gone, guys, from all the shouting, but like, think she's dumb.
She's stupid. No cap. She low-key stupid.
He keeps touching me. I keep pushing.
All right, a quick pause for the sponsors because it's time to say goodbye to Starbucks and say hello to Rumble's 1775 coffee. Unlike other brands, this is a coffee that backs free speech and is unapologetic about it. Visit 1775coffee.com and use the promo code STUDIO40 to get 40% off of any coffee subscription. The coffee comes in medium and dark roast, and it also comes in pea berry, which is similar to canola coffee. In other words, this stuff is premium. Click the link in the live chat or the description. You can also go directly to 1775coffee.com and use the promo code STUDIO40 to get 40% off today, man. Make sure to get you that coffee that fights for free speech. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. All right, let's get back to
him off. Eventually, me and my friend say that we're very tired and we would like to go to sleep. They turn all the lights off. My friend and the assistant get into bed. It's a queen-size bed that they get into. I'm in a queen-size bed right next to it with...
Hold on. So the assistant was getting played too. Hey, my man Pereira out here getting played for the assistant. Like, yo, translator, come on, man. You get the friend. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one, man. You know, it's Big Pereira, man. You know, world champ. You feel me?
Alex.
Oh, man. Hey, Alex sounds fun to kick it with.
Inside of the bed, looking at each other under the blankets. He keeps pulling the blanket over me, keeps trying to touch me. I feel suffocated. I feel uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I've pushed him off so many times at this point, and he's not taking the hint. And these men are clearly not caring about my comfortability.
Hold on.
Pause.
Mind you, again.
And at that moment,
to be fair,
hold on. But you tell me at that moment you didn't roll out the bed and run out and start screaming help. Like, at that point, you're telling me you're going through such a traumatic moment. There's no, yo, help me. What's going, like, stop. Like, nothing? Hold on. You're telling me that the translator and your friend is like right next to you, watching this go down. Like, come on now, bro. Come on.
Here, if it's been going on for a long period of time and you're with a girl in bed and she's like not comfortable, just stop.
Yeah.
However, here's the other part of this as well.
About that.
If
just
you're
leave.
still in bed with a man you want to have sex with, and you feel like this is not good, just leave. Like why stay there and endure that if you don't want it? And then I'm like, hold on, maybe you actually did want it, but you didn't want it to seem easy. But as a result, though, you stayed there and know this is happening. Like if I had a daughter and she went to this guy's house, sweetheart, it's what, late night, you're in bed with him alone. What do you think's gonna happen? You think niggas want to just cuddle? Niggas want to fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, bro. What do you think about that? Like,
I'll wait until she finishes her story and I'll give.
Man, it's just like.
That's what I think.
Bruh.
It's a complete like logic fail.
Why you stay though?
Like I'm telling you guys, like my brain right now is just like.
Just to be clear, also, from walking around New York in heels for like 10.
In heels for like 10 minutes.
Bro, would you even smash this? On a slow Tuesday, maybe. But she got no ass, nigga. Just
oh,
saying.
I'm done. Hey, I swear to God, bro. Hey, ass
Dude,
be
she
important
doesn't
to
have
us black people, okay? It's important. You ain't gotta have the biggest one, but you just gotta
loaded.
have something.
Just, I was naive, I guess. I guess you could say I asked for it by getting into bed with him. I didn't know
Or nice
this was gonna
shit.
happen.
Chama.
I'm pushing him off of me. He won't get off. He eventually pulls my underwear and my pants down to around like, halfway on my thighs, and I push him off again. He gets out of bed. He starts screaming and putting his socks and his clothes on. I'm terrified because I don't know what's happening. My pants are around my legs after I told him no and pushed him off, and he's screaming in another language. Me and my friend are looking at each other, hiding under the blankets, like about to start bawling our eyes out.
Hold on, the friend was in a separate bed. Now the friend's up under you in a blanket. Like, hold on, is anybody else following this story like I am right now? Like, how did you go from your friend went to another queen size bed next to y'all? Now she's what? Up in the same bed as y'all? Like, sweetheart. Hold on. I think I'm starting to realize the story. Alex Pereira had both they ass in bed, except she's the one that decided to go out and start saying shit. Because, she
emotional damage.
Because, Alex Pereira ain't trying to cuff nothing. And he's married with 2 kids. Man, leave that man alone.
And he starts
let my
telling
man
his,
cheat in peace, bro.
translator that he doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him and my friend, and that he wants them to leave. His translator and my friend leave the hotel room. His translator and my friend leave the hotel room. He immediately starts trying to take my clothes off. He starts trying to take my socks off. I try to tell him no, because I have blisters on my feet from walking around New York in heels for like 10 hours the night before, and I had Band-Aids on my blisters, and they were going to get ripped off with my socks.
Goddamn.
I tried to explain to him, don't take my socks off, please. He didn't understand that. So at that point, I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm in a room with a huge man.
Hold on. Bro already slipping down your panties. Like, and you're concerned about socks? Like, I'm sorry, but let's be real. Like, I don't think a girl is going to think she's going to get, I don't know, raped if the socks is the only thing that's coming off. Like, you telling me, like, we're supposed to focus on socks instead of the panty? Like, what's going on here? Like, what are you trying to, like, what are you saying? What's the real story here? Because come on now.
Man that doesn't speak English. He's not understanding what I'm saying. He doesn't give a fuck because I've pushed him off so many times, and he doesn't care. And he got up and screamed and scared me into staying in the room with him and making his assistant and my friend leave the room.
So you're telling me your friend, yes, your best friend, he made her and the assistant leave the room and then they called the police? Your friends ain't say yeah. And you just said your friend was hiding under the sheets with you. So obviously she noticed your fear and you're like, you don't want to be there no more. And you're telling me he was able to get both them out and your friends ain't called the police or nobody, ain't run down to the hotel lobby and was like, hey, yo, my friend, she's up there getting like, there's something going on. Like, bro, what? Like, come on now.
At this point, I know what's happening. I've been through this before. I know that it's
believe
just
it.
easiest if I just shut my mouth, do what I have to, put on whatever performance that I have to make it end.
Did she go to the police at all, guys? Or did she...
So just in case there was a video, guys, just want to let y'all know, yeah, she was moaning and all that other good stuff, and she was pretty much pretending to have a good time. I think she's saying that just in case a video comes out, and then when they bring it up, they're like, but you sound like you're enjoying it. I just had to put on an act. You don't understand it. I had to put an act on. I'm like, but ma'am, you're calling him daddy and all that good stuff. Like, what's going on?
She just like on TikTok.
Just TikTok, from what I understand.
That's enough said right there. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, makes no sense, bro. That's wild, bro.
That shit crazy.
But then again, though, like in this scenario here, though, like
She crazy.
she could have left multiple times, but she stayed and then performed. So I mean, that says a lot. Go ahead, Bills.
He puts me on top of him so that I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to say on TikTok. He puts me on top of him so that we are... I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he puts me on top of him so that we're 69ing. I think that it's just going to be...
I'm sorry, what? No. Okay, look, man. I ain't gonna get too explicit, but I think if you're grown enough, like, you know, if you haven't had sex before, ignore what I'm about to say. But the position 69 is kind of an impossible and it's almost an impossible sexual position to get, you know, raped in. It don't make sense. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. If you're sexually experienced, and I'm gonna be real with you, 69 is kind of like a next level of sexual experience. But if you're doing that, let me tell you this off the rip, it's kind of almost impossible to rape a girl like that. Like, what do you mean? Like, usually, you know, when you do that type of thing, you essay a girl, they're not, you ain't eating her out. Like, let's keep it real. Like, what?
Like, normal, like, he just pressured me into having sex, and he scared me into having sex with him. It's whatever, like... It's nothing that hasn't happened to me before. Like,
really? Oh, so you've been pressured into sex. Huh. Now, I don't know about that one, baby girl. That's a tough sell. It went from grape to pressure into sex. And is that counted? Because usually grape is like a violent act. If you're saying that he just pressured you or something, well, that's also wrong in my eyes, but... he kind of didn't beat your ass to do it. That's kind of what usually that word involves. And you got to kind of beat your ass and take it. If you ain't beat your ass and take it, I can't really count it as, well, you know, the R word. I'm getting tired of saying it, low-key. I don't really like that type of stuff.
Like, I'll just, you know, keep it inside like I usually do and just live with it.
Want to put niggas under the ground for that type of stuff.
He starts using multiple of his fingers, forcefully pushing them into my ass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. Everybody's asking for an explanation, so here it is. This is literally just the truth. It's disgusting and embarrassing, and I've tried to make this video so many times, and I keep crying, and I just feel disgusting and humiliated and violated, and I know people are going to laugh at me, and people are going to say that I deserved it and think that it's funny what I'm about to say. You can laugh, it's whatever, and like...
True, sweetheart, if you truly believe that's what happened, no, nobody's laughing. We're just, like, trying to, like, make it make sense. Like, we're, like, think about it. It's almost at a point where we want to believe you, but it just sounds so asinine. It's just like, all right, look, if I want to believe this girl, like, how does any of this make sense? Even if like Alex Pereira, I just hated the man. I want you to believe you. Even if I wanted to believe you, it's like, sweetheart, this is a terrible story to sell. Like, I can't even get behind this. It's like, what are you talking about? It sounds like you just willfully went into bed with the man, and the end result ain't turned out the way you did. It sounds like you and your friend went in bed with bro at a certain point.
I just thought that, like, this would help me heal by talking
Shout out
about
Alex
it.
Pereira. Like, no, shout out.
My man!
Fisting my ass at this point. It hurts really bad, and I'm blacking out and disassociating and, like, just trying not to be there while it's happening.
Okay.
Before his assistant had left the room, I had told him to please tell Alex that I was very nervous. I don't put out on the first time meeting somebody like that.
But you did, though. But you did. All you had to do was just run out and say, yo, I'm done. Help. I'm out. Just forcibly get yourself out of there. If anybody stops you, then yell for help. You got a friend who could bolt out. Yell for help. So, yeah, this couldn't have been the situation it was. There had to have been some compliance somewhere. You had to have been complying somewhere.
I'm sorry.
Oh, complete compliance at this point.
Wait, he
Fisted her in
made a
the...
fist and put it in the canal? Is what she's saying? Bro, hold on. She did OnlyFans, right? So I'm assuming she's done things like this in the past before on OnlyFans, right? Or something crazy like that before?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And off the fact that she does OF, I would think that, all right, so you must have did some type of content like this before, because that is just not your regular lie. I'm going to be real with you. Most girls just say, oh, yeah, that's it. He just raped me, and that was that. And it's like, but you're going all out. You're going like, yeah, he took all this fist and just right in my ass. I was like, yo. Okay. That's not your regular type of. Okay, that's not regular, but nope. All right.
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but
I can't really
She's
speak on it. It's kind of tough to say.
Maybe not.
That's a very extreme lie right there. An extreme
Let's continue.
action.
That's wild though. A fist to the asshole. Damn,
bro.
And the MMA fighters, bro. Like,
Yo, that
Right
nigga
in the
ain't gotta
kiss.
be huge, bro.
bro, just think about how big.
That shit is wild, bro.
Bro,
Yo,
like-
the whole time Mo, he's be like, Chama, punch. Real victims, bro. It's not funny for real victims, but let's be real here. Is she telling the truth? Who knows, bro?
Oh, come on.
No,
now.
she lying because she able to sit down.
Bro, God though, she able to sit the fuck down. There's no way. I'm like, bro, you tell me I took them big ass hands and just, and you're right in the kisser, and you just telling me fist deep in that motherfucker, and you're just able to sit down? Like, what?
Mo, she right. She's sitting down. Man.
It's effed up to say that, but
She
can't lie.
like she able to sit down right now.
Wow,
Sitting right there.
She's sitting down.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
man.
It was just one.
Nah, she didn't sit down though.
Please emphasize to Alex that I'm very nervous.
Obviously.
I haven't had sex with a lot of people. I have a lot of sexual trauma. I freeze up in the moment, and
Sweetheart, if you had a lot of sexual trauma, then it'd have been like really like traumatized if you'd even be in the bed with another man without the intentions of having sex. Like if you had real sexual trauma, yeah, you get in the bed with him without the intentions of sex would be kind of traumatizing, wouldn't it?
I am not able to have sex with people like that when I first meet them, and I told him,
Uh-huh.
I told his translator to tell him that.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
All right. Mo, put the music on. All right. All right. So
Hey, that was smooth.
I have a
though.
tweet about this, and then I'll kind of go into some things I wrote down. Did you have anything you want to say before?
Just one more thing, man. I get it. This isn't a cool experience to have with somebody you don't want to have sex with. Understandable. But for love of me, though, she had multiple times to leave the room. She left multiple times. She didn't leave.
Yeah.
He's Portuguese. Sorry, he's Brazilian. Speaks Portuguese. Obviously, he doesn't speak
I'm
English.
Portuguese.
He has a translator, which is his training partner / I guess, like friend. And you could easily tell the guy, listen, I don't want to be here. I want to leave. I'm calling the cops. Guess what he's going to do? You know what? Hey, you know what? Leave. Get out of here. What did she do? Proceed to stay and then have her friend stay with her, with the assistant or whatever. And I'm like, bro, like you chose to be there. And then by the first touch, you should be like, you know what? Nah, I'm out of here.
Bro, and she threw me off when she said that, oh, the translator and her friend was in a whole nother bed next to them. And then all of a sudden when Alex goes off, all of a sudden her friend's in the bed with her. He's like, bro, nah, that don't even make any sense. And then, hold on, you're telling me that your friend was in the bed with you. Alex got her and the assistant to leave. And you tell me your friend ain't bolt downstairs or call the police? With her friend, when she's been separated from her friend who obviously was scared the last time she seen her? Like, what?
Get your ass up and get out. And if I had a daughter like this, right, bro, I'd be like, yo, to be fair, like you stayed there. What's wrong with you? Like,
Bro.
leave. Like, I'm confused at why you even stood there in the first place when you know and you do OnlyFans. Hey, niggas are horny. They're gonna do what they do. Why even be in that situation in that room? But then again, She thinks to herself, "Oh, I can be here, have fun, cuddle, and then just bounce." No,
Cuddle.
you can't. Because first of all, if that's gonna happen, you know what's gonna happen. At the end of it. So I think that's her fault for even being there. But would you call that grape?
It's
I don't know if
crazy.
I'll call that grape at all. What'd you say?
Pull up my tweet real fast on this. You guys have it? I think Noble had put it down. All right, if you really got grape, why didn't you go to the police? Why TikTok? It's ridiculous how women run to social media instead of the authorities when they are victims of a crime. Her need for attention on social media overrides putting a criminal in jail. Let's face the truth. The sex was consensual. You just don't feel regret now and want to bring him down in the process. This is a clear clout grab. And just keep in mind, guys,
Yep.
if this girl is an influencer.
And try to ruin his marriage. Because, like I said, Alex Pereira's married. That's also the reasons it's hard for me to believe. Like, actually, nah, you go a lot of warrior type guys. Yeah, they always do like to have their wife, and then they have their side hoes and all that they slay after the match. I understand that. But he's a married guy with kids. Like, bro, leave him alone. Damn, I meant just wanted to have some fun. Like, bro, let bro cheat in peace, bro.
She
Damn,
is an
Alex
OnlyFans
Pereira do a
person.
lot of
So there
entertaining
is an
for
incentive
us.
there. There is gain by her going to social media to talk about this. I guarantee you that her TikTok has grown from this. I mean, we're reacting to it right now. She's going to get some traction off of that, right?
We
And
hope.
the thing is, guys, is
Doing
that
all
you
this.
know, feeling sorry for someone, she's going to get some subscribers off of that, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be
Women.
some simps out there that are going to feel sorry, or women, or whatever it may be, and they're going to subscribe to her OnlyFans or give her sympathy or engage with her account. And it's going to help her grow. I mean, let's be very honest here, guys. In the influencer world, guys, people engage in very disingenuous practices to grow their accounts. It's a dark reality of social media. I can't tell you guys how many times people pull stunts, people script shit, people have stage actors, etc., to make things happen. It's a big reason why people have even accused us, like, you guys bring girls on and you kick them out.
And yeah, honestly, that's like why the prank channels died. Because at this point, like, yeah, they had to fake the pranks. Because if you was to really prank somebody like this in real life, they'd probably beat your ass. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of crazy how this new streaming generation kind of brought that back. And we're seeing why these pranksters or old YouTube pranksters was faking it. Because they didn't want these results that these, kick streamers are having. It's mainly them that's doing the crazy stuff.
On purpose, and it's all acting. And then finally people are kind of caught on, like, oh no, never mind. Even our ops say, no, it's all real when these girls act crazy like this, because people couldn't believe it. It's live.
Yeah.
So fortunately, we've never been involved with that shit, and we never will, because clicks isn't everything to us. We want to keep things authentic. If things turn out going crazy authentically, great. If they don't, then who gives a shit? We've had a lot of call panels of smart girls. We've had good discussions. Obviously, those don't go viral because it's boring and higher IQ.
Yeah.
Right. But we've brought plenty of women on that are smart and able to hold conversations. It's just that those aren't as popular.
Like
So with
Isabel.
that said, yeah, idiot. So with that said, you guys got to understand that in the social media world, influencers will do and say anything if it helps them grow. Okay, we live in a very saturated social media market nowadays where people are trying to grow. Keep in mind, guys, after 2020, the usage of YouTube, the usage of TikTok, the usage of social media in general exploded while people were locked in their homes. And it's continued to people are more used to now being on social media for entertainment than being on mainstream, watching the news, being on watching television, cable television.
Hey, that's facts though. And man, look, man, hey, Second Key Media, we cover news too, so make sure y'all tap in.
Television has declined significantly over the past few years, and people would rather go to the internet, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, for entertainment. So I say all that to say, creators, regardless of platform, have a very strong incentive to create drama to allow themselves to get attention to grow. At the end of the day, it's all about the dollar bills, right?
Facts.
Next, I took down some notes as I was listening to her talk about this crap, right? And there's a bunch of things that are interesting, right? So,
Too interesting.
number one, she waited hours for him. I mean, doesn't that show some type of level of intent where you're waiting hours for somebody? You could have left, you were tired, as you would say a million times, but you stuck around, right? Then she gets into bed with him after she knew he was naked. That's a little weird, right? And her friend.
And then you say you had, sexual trauma. So anybody who has sexual trauma is not going to get into bed with some dude that she don't know, that she doesn't know.
And the translator. That's strange.
What are you saying?
Right? And then she could have left at any time. We know this, right? It's not like they locked the door and said, "Oh, you can't go anywhere." Like, what the hell? You have some?
Yeah, just after your point as well. She waited there 2 hours plus, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a pause for the sponsors, because if you're one of those people who use the phrase toxic masculinity because you're intimidated by real men who embrace their primal instincts, you should probably turn this off right now. Like, Literally. As a man, you're the rock people depend on, a shoulder to cry on, a fighter, a lover, a protector to many. We at Rumble created Be Naked as a brand that celebrates manhood and champions masculinity. Men with real balls that share our enthusiasm for clean, non-woke, and agenda-free products dedicated to helping you dominate every challenge life throws at you. Because as men, we got a lot. Because we all know that life will always test us, push us, and challenge us. So when life kicks you and you need to kick it back harder, you need to tap into the primal strength. This is why you need our supplement, Naked Organics. Our signature products will help you unleash your inner beast. Naked Organics come from our purest and strongest animals on earth. The fearless bison, its natural multivitamin powerhouse, delivers endless energy, regulating hormone health, boosting testosterone, and enhancing muscle recovery with natural creatine. Go to Be Naked right now and pick up some Naked Organics to embrace your manhood. That's benaked.com/studio and use studio to save 15% off your first subscription order. Celebrate being a man and getting healthy, living naked, and putting your hard-earned dollars towards supporting freedom-loving creators like me on Rumble and not the woke mob. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to go out to have fun. He said, no, we're not going out. But she still stayed and hopped in bed.
Yep. Yep.
So to your point, yeah.
Facts.
And then, I've noticed this a lot too with girls is they'll use the term naive, right? And naive is nothing more than a lack of accountability term. Girls always use that, right? Like, oh, well, I was naive, blah, blah, blah. It's like, here's the thing. There's two schools of thought here, right? It's either women are equal to, because this is what feminism fights for. Feminism fights for women to be equal, right? To have all the same rights and abilities and status as men, right? But with responsibility comes what? Authority. That authority a lot of the times means your agency and also with that comes accountability. So if you're going to go ahead and be equal to a man and stick to feminism and everything else like that, where you can decide who you want to be with and you can decide where you work and you can decide all these things, you got to deal with the agency that comes alongside that. You can't sit there and skirt responsibility and say, oh, well, I was naive. No. Okay. Because and here's the thing. If you guys look at a lot of religions, right, from back in the day.
Because I ain't gonna lie though, I always did not like when women say, oh, I was young, I was 18, I was in my early 20s. I'm like, yeah, but if I went back and asked you, are you a grown ass woman? You'd have told me, yeah. Do you make your own decisions? Yeah. So nah, it's not that you were naive, it's just that you made bad decisions. Just that you were low-key a little slow. Because here's the thing, it's like women feel like nobody can be better than them. It's like there are women that were your age that didn't take that route, that didn't take that emotional damage or anything like that because they made better choices than you. So yeah.
Whether it's the Abrahamic religions of Islam, Judaism, Christianity, etc. Why were arranged marriages a thing? It was because of this very thing. So that because they felt that in a lot of religions they look at women as like naive creatures. If you look at the Bible, you look at the Quran, you look at the Torah, etc. It typically removes the mate selection autonomy that women had because of this very reason, because they could go ahead and skirt responsibility and say, I'm naive. Like, no, it's like, you know what? Since you're going to go ahead and say naive, right, when it suits you, we're going to go ahead and have your father or some trusted member of your family go ahead and have the autonomy to pick the partner for you because you're going to go ahead and do what this woman's doing right now. Yeah. Look at what feminism has done. Now,
that's what I'm saying. You can't play that naive card after you've made mistakes as a grown woman, as an independent woman. You're like, come on now. So if you don't want your dad or your brother choosing your husband, then you got to not be so naive about men. Because I'm going to be real with you. Hey, we take this shit seriously. Hey, we ain't going to be naive about the women we care about. Like if my daughter told me to choose her man, trust me, I'm making sure it's the best man out there in the area. Tri-state area, at least.
It's given women like this the ability to say, well, I should be able to have the agency to pick whoever I want to hook up with. Then, when the hookup doesn't go the way that they want, what do they say? I'm fucking naive. So they're able to play both sides of the fucking fence, which is ridiculous to me. And I like to call out this hypocrisy all the fucking time. If you want the agency to pick the man that you sleep with, you need to deal with the consequence of picking someone that you fucking sleep with. But they want to be able to skirt that responsibility using stupid ass terms like naive all the time, which is a fucking problem. Because the issue that we have is that sexual assault is no longer necessarily an issue where it's a crime. It's more of a retroactive way to come back and punish men because the girl didn't get what she wanted in the relationship. Does that make sense for you guys? They're able to use it as a weapon, okay?
Or she try to, I don't know, blackmail and be like, oh, if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell your wife. Yeah, if you don't send me this money, I'm gonna tell your wife that you did this, that, and the third. And I'm gonna come out on TikTok and say that you did this to me. And Pereira was like, yeah, go ahead, do what you do.